joining us tonight for what should be an exciting night of action. Brian Fritz alongside Dickerman. It's the finals of the Rise to Greatness tournament. See who's the best of the best in EA MMA.
That's right. It's a one-year anniversary of the game, and tonight it's the finals of the big tournament. Each of our finalists will be fighting on 5 separate occasions tonight, once in each weight class, plus some very interesting matchups to throw in tonight, including a battle of promoter stick versus rough. We got Jason from Middle Easy. He's put some matches together, and of course, me versus you, buddy. It's a big night. Stick around. EA MMA coming up next.
And we thank you for joining us here on the live broadcast of EA Sports MMA. Along with Dickerman, I'm Brian Fritz as we get set for a big night of fights. Dickerman, come the end of it, we will crown the man who is the best of the best all time when it comes to playing EA MMA.
It could be a woman. We don't know who's behind the console, but we do know we're going to crown the number one as we have the culmination of the Rise to Greatness. It's a best of 5 series we're going to see tonight. But we're going to get things started first off, though, with Destruction, a black belt, taking on another black belt, an Exoticskill, Fritz.
Talking about a couple of guys here. They're making their first appearance here on the live broadcast. They went to our Facebook page. They replied to a post about looking for fighters. And they responded. They said, we're ready to go. We want to fight.
The power of social media. It's up next.
Take a closer look between these two guys. High health for both men. Submission skills kind of low, so you look at a couple of boxers, you would expect them to keep this fight standing.
Yeah, absolutely. They got good ground skills, so if it does go to the ground, you can see some serious ground and pound happen down there, but that's the situation. You got Destruction. He's a black belt, 124 wins. Exoticskill, he's a black belt too, 64 wins. You definitely got the advantage to Destruction as far as experience, but here in the live broadcast, you never know what's going to happen.
If you're not already in there, get online, get in the chat room, easportsmma.com. Preston's hanging out there tonight. We got some good stuff to give away, too.
Absolutely. We see Exoticskill coming out to the cage first. Like we said, first live broadcast experience for both these men.
Exoticskill, a little bit more of a knockout artist.
45 knockouts of his 64 wins.
Here's Destruction. A man that's got 53 wins by submission.
He looks serious, like he is a destroyer, like he's just coming out to smash your skull.
Like we said, for both these guys, it's their first experience here on the live broadcast. The black belt, both guys actually black belts.
Ladies
yeah, actually
and
looks like
gentlemen, it's showtime. We thank you for joining us at the HP Pavilion. This fight is scheduled 3 rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner with a background in boxing, fighting out of England, the Volcano, Desmond Mason.
That's Exoticskill
And
right
now,
there.
Introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is a boxing standout, fighting out of the United States, the stealth bomber, George Stone.
That man also known as Destruction.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get it on!
Here we go with our first bound of the night.
And it looks like Destruction, actually, we talked about him being a black belt, but he's been taking advantage of the 10 times experience points because he is now a master white belt. So he's been working at the game, the 10 times experience point. That goes through Monday, too. So if you want to jump on, really gain some belts and gain some serious experience, that's going through Monday. So play and play a lot this coming weekend.
A little bit of an anomaly in this fight, Dickerman. Neither man has a tattoo.
Wow, that's shocking. It's like when
It's like when you and I fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Neither guy's got a tattoo. I don't need a tattoo. That's the new odd thing is to not be tattooed. You're a weirdo if you don't have a tattoo.
Yeah, I know, right? Destruction land a couple nice shots there.
He looks like the bigger fighter, that's for sure.
He looks like the more muscular fighter. I mean, like Exoticskill, a little taller. He's got a little bit more reach.
Spent a little more time dyeing his hair. going with the pink.
Well, he spent time, grooming his hair, and Destruction spent time.
Whoa, that was a double knockout!
Wow, both men are stunned.
That was a double stunning.
A little Rocky Apollo moment there.
Absolutely. There was a YouTube clip that went viral maybe a year or so ago where it was a double knockout. Shoney Carter was a referee. He looked around at both men, threw his hands in the air and go, what do I do? Almost saw that situation right here live on the first fight tonight in the live broadcast of EA Sports MMA. Jump on board, EASportsMMA.com. Jump in the chat. Preston is giving out stuff tonight, Fritz.
He's got packs from Middle Easy. He's got copies of EA Sports MMA. We've got Strikeforce clothing pack, mixed martial arts for dummies, autographed by Frank Shamrock, and an autographed Kung Lee shirt.
I think he said he's going to blow out one of those autographed Kung Lee shirts right away here, so
in
jump
other words,
on in.
He was going to try to pocket it for himself when nobody was looking.
I think you better jump in that chat and say, hey, Preston, how do we get this? What's going on here? EASportsMMA.com. Whoa, a big shot there. Exoticskill stuns Destruction once again. Destruction looking for the sit-out. Can't get it. Exoticskill on top after stuffing that takedown. Destruction made 2 attempts at the sit-out. Exoticskill blocked it both times. Like we said, Destruction. Oh,
big shot there by Destruction. He stuns Exoticskill. Can he knock him down, though? Puts him down on the canvas, but he's going to let him recover.
Yeah, he's standing back saying, no, let's keep this thing on the feet. Another touch to the gloves for these two men here. Like we said, these guys, through the power of social media, ended up here in the live broadcast. We put a post on the EA MMA Facebook page, said, hey, who wants to get in the live broadcast? And here you go. These two guys jumped in early and got involved. Some new blood here in the broadcast. Of course, later on tonight, it'll be the conclusion of the Rise to Greatness. We will name the #1 man or woman in the live broadcast.
Nice how you throw that in there.
Well, it could be a chick. I don't know. I haven't talked to him. Preston's talked to him. I think we assume they're dudes.
Right.
But it could be a chick.
It's a star-packed night here with all the different guys behind the scenes here. Because not only is Preston here, Nick Lang is here. T-Rex, Travis Hill hanging out here.
Making his return here for the live broadcast, the final one tonight. Great to see T-Rex back here.
John's hanging out over here. I saw Dan earlier. We saw Schwally.
Mm-hmm. Marco was here. He brought the wings tonight.
That was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Mind you, we had cookies, but you ate them all.
I didn't eat them all. There's still some left, I hope.
I'm not even sure about that. Every time I saw you earlier, you had a cookie in your hand.
I had about 6. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, a pack of 8.
I am a weak man when it comes to cookies. That's all I'm going to say. Pretty even matchup here between these two guys. About a minute and a half to go here in the first round. Destruction reaching with those punches. Catching a lot of air. Exoticskill looking for the clinch. Destruction shoves him off.
Destruction with a couple nice shots. Little combo.
Knocking his head back like a Pez dispenser. Does not spit out candy. Might spit out some chiclets that are his teeth, but no candy.
You can see Exoticskill has a little bit better reach here. Just can he find that reach stay on the outside?
Yeah. It's finding that range. It's one of the keys in both real fighting and in this game. This game very realistic. You know who I'm missing tonight? Vic Lugo.
Yeah, where is Vic Lugo? Did he get too nervous? Is he in the bathroom? Has somebody checked in there yet?
I hope he's not in the bathroom. That is the case. He's nervous before the final night of the live broadcast. Vic Lugo spending the entire night in the bathroom. I don't believe that's the case.
T-Rex, go in the bathroom and check. See if Vic Lugo's in there. We need to know. Actually, I'd be afraid to try to go in the bathroom if I knew Vic Lugo was already in there.
The man gets nervous. What can he say? It happens sometimes. You missed some of the earlier live broadcasts.
We all handle our nerves in different ways. You know, some guys sweat. Some guys, use that as a kind of you find a way to kind of stand up to it. And then other guys need to go to the bathroom for a few hours.
Gotta get all the bad out. That's all. Victor Lugo, one of the integral parts in creating this game. He would get a little nervous before a live fight, though.
We'll go to a second round here in our opening bout on the live broadcast between Destruction and Exoticskill. Take a look at some of the highlights.
They almost double knockout.
It almost looked like they headbutted one another.
They might have. That might very well have been the case.
Couple nice shots there by Destruction. He knocked Exoticskill down, but allowed the man to get back up.
Alerting us to the fact that round number 2 is coming up.
Without her, I'd be lost.
I wouldn't know. I'd be like, what are we, round 17 at this point? I don't know. The job of the ring girl is a very important one.
Are you ready? Let's get it on!
Big John McCarthy getting us started here in round number 2. His new book is out. Wrote an autobiography. Very good, too.
Yes, absolutely. Fantastic book.
I did finally finish it.
About time. Took me a weekend. It took you about 5 weeks.
Yeah, I'm probably close to that, but I did. Great, John McCarthy, a great historian as far as the entire sport of mixed martial arts goes in the United States. His book really came out well, so if you see it in the stores, it's certainly something worth checking out.
Both men coming out firing here in the second round.
Great guy, too. Really nice guy is Big John McCarthy. One of the original commercials for the game that Big John was in, where actually had Travis in it as well, T-Rex. He's in the bathroom and he went to walk out without washing his hands, and Big John stops him, sends him back over to the sink to wash his hands. Fantastic.
All the different live broadcasts we've done, they're still all online. I mean, so you can watch them at easportsmma.com. All the different videos that we shot over the years and the video packages that Travis and Preston have been able to put together. Oh, Exoticskill stunned once again, but gets a takedown.
Desperation takedown there by Exoticskill. Yeah, you can check out all the videos now. The ones on your console, on your PlayStation 3, they go out back about 6 months. But if you want to check out the full rundown of all the videos, the early days we really did some crazy stuff with T-Rex. You can see those up on easportsmma.com.
My ongoing war with Preston.
Oh, that thing. Yeah, I almost forgot about that.
We resolved our differences, but, the man was an idiot, okay?
Way to call him an idiot again. Way to start things up again.
You remember that time that he got beat in like 20 seconds in a fight?
Yep.
He got tapped out?
I do.
That was fantastic.
I remember all the times he lost because he always lost when he fought. Not that I should be one to talk, though.
I think you could take him. Oh, Destruction stunned right here by Exoticskill.
Now Destruction going for a desperation takedown. Exoticskill able to stuff it, though. Sprawls out. Looking to throw some shots from the top here. Destruction gets the sit out, though, and back to their feet they go.
Good job by Destruction. Get back up on his feet very quickly.
Another touch of the gloves. I'd rather see the gloves touch face a little bit more. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, Destruction firing back. He puts Exoticskill down, and once again, he backs off, and he's going to let the man get back up on his feet.
Interesting game plan by Destruction. Curious thing to do, though, because he's been hurt a few times in this fight. It's not like he's dominating. He's eaten quite a few punches and been stunned himself.
Are you looking to have a long fight, or are you looking to win your fight?
Absolutely. Your first time in the live broadcasts. In front of the entire world, literally. Oh, big shot. Oh, he's hurt.
It's down.
It's over. He's done.
He's going to survive this because Exoticskill's going to let him get up.
Wow.
I thought he was knocked out cold there for a second, but he wasn't.
I thought he was, too, the way he bounced off the cage. His body was limp, laying on his side there. Exoticskill takes the cue from Destruction and backs off when he has his opponent hurt, nearly finished. I think he certainly could have finished the fight there.
Both these guys really opening up here midway through the second round. Each guy's scored a knockdown here.
Exoticskill with the exotic pink hair, Destruction. Red gloves, black hair, black beard.
The exotic chest hair.
The exotic chest hair. It's manly. He's a very manly looking man. Probably cuts lumber and stuff on the weekends.
Chest hair and a beard. He wears flannel a lot.
I'm a man. I've got a beard and chest hair, sir.
I drink quarts of oil.
Give me my flannel shirt.
Back comes Exoticskill. Can't help but think this
Destruction
fight
hits with a big uppercut, a second one, puts him down. He's going to let the man recover again.
Again, he's going to let him get back up.
Does anybody want to win this fight by knockout?
I think they want a clean, straight knockout. They're not looking for a TKO victory.
Trying to hog up all the airtime. Finish the man already.
They're trying to show off. Seeing who's going to win. They're going to hit each other until one guy falls down and does not get back up. Just over 1 minute to go here in round number 2.
By the way, if you're in the chat room right now, not only Preston hanging around, but Nick Lang hanging out there as well. Marco is here. Marco, the man providing the wings tonight.
Oh, yeah. I heard the big boss, Dale, might come later. It's just a rumor, though. Don't know. We'll see if we see a helicopter land on the top of EA Tiburon.
A spotlight? He gets a spotlight, right?
Chopper comes down.
Red carpet?
Yeah, the whole deal. Bodyguards coming, check the room. Got their earpieces in. 30 seconds left to go.
Been an action-packed second round here between these two.
I can't help but think this fight should have been over at this point, but these guys wanting to keep standing. They want to get their time in on the live broadcast.
Hey, it's their first chance here on the live broadcast, and it's our last broadcast.
Absolutely. The fights will live on at EASportsMMA.com. You can continue to fight online, of course. Join groups, join leagues. Talk to our friends over there, Stick Style, Rupdat, King Satan. They'll get you set up. They'll point you in the right direction. You jump on those forums.
I'd like to do another last live broadcast just for the food alone that we've had tonight.
Food has been fantastic. The Buffalo Chicken Dip by
stuff.
Preston. Quite amazing.
Who would have known that Preston could actually cook?
Oh, yeah, he's a cooker. He is a cooker.
Doesn't always like our choice in pizza, but the man
he hates
can,
your choice in pizza.
He can cook some mean buffalo dip.
Thinks you picked the worst pizza ever, Fritz.
How dare he?
Or you see Exoticskill.
Are you ready?
Got a
Let's
cut
get
on
it
his
on.
right cheek there. Third and final round, Exoticskill and Destruction.
Will somebody finish this fight? That is the question. I'm picking no.
You mentioned it before, but you can go online right now, and through Monday, you got 10 times experience points in effect. It's been extended through Monday. So go out there, get yourself a belt. We'll go back to 4 times XP after that, but it's 10 times right now through Monday, October 24th.
I need to get on there and get some experience points.
You
Take
better
some
be
beatings.
playing like nonstop.
I
between
really
now and
need
then.
to. Yeah, I found that I can watch this game. I know all the nuances of this game, but I can't pull it off to save my life. I'm like a football coach. I can coach a team, but he couldn't catch a ball to save his life.
I had no idea that you could actually get a rank of a pink belt on here. But
That's not true. Don't make up
be able to do
stories
that.
now. That's not real.
Your belt is as pink as Exoticskill's hair.
No. It is pretty white, though. White as can be. Not a line on that thing.
Both men content to keep this fight standing, just peppering one another back and forth. Destruction with a big shot right there. Exoticskill with the takedown.
Big takedown there. Kind of saves the day, but Destruction gets on top in half guard.
Let's see if anybody's going to be a little bit more aggressive here, and will they look to finish the fight?
Oh,
big
another
shots
big
there by
shot.
Destruction. He's just peppering him up against the cage.
And
And
he's-
once again says, you know what? Let's continue this fight.
Let's touch gloves and try knocking each other out. That is the plan of Destruction.
Hey, there's
here.
one thing to have sportsmanship. There's one thing to have respect. But there's another when you enter the cage, finish the other man when you get an opportunity.
Finish him.
Maybe Big John could yell that out at some points.
Oh, I
Maybe
guarantee if Big John has said something to both these men, reprimanding them, I think part of their money is being taken
away?
from them.
Yeah, and lose the money. Maybe some of their experience.
It's not like the old days over in Japan, man. Somebody's going to get yellow carded.
Oh, you give you a yellow card. Yeah, you lose part of your purse. 10% gone. Passivity. What do you mean?
I would have pulled out a yellow card like 4 times already in this one.
There's plenty of action. There's just one guy's not deciding to finish, and the other guy says, okay, I won't finish either. Plenty of action. Lots of knockdowns. That's for sure. Just nobody can get that one clean power shot to put the other man to sleep.
And these guys, they're just standing there, just taking it, go back and forth.
Rock'em sock'em robots, these two guys going right here. Pounding away at each other.
See Exoticskill going with the kicks, and Destruction fires back with a kick of his own.
Back and forth. Battle it has been. I think Destruction might have a slight lead, but you never know how the judges are going to see it.
A little uppercut there by Exoticskill. Fires back with a left hook.
A little later on tonight, we're going to see some of the big guys in the community, some integral parts of the community. fighting here, stick style, jumping back in, going to be taking on Rupdat. Those guys, that's going to be a friendly fight. Those guys have worked very closely together with the online community here at EA Sports MMA, so they're going to have a little bit of a super fight a little later on tonight.
And we'll also have, there's a big shot there by Destruction.
Will he finish him now?
He's gonna let him survive again.
I thought he was going to play horsey rider with him there for a minute.
I was about to say, later on, don't forget tonight here on the live broadcast, it's the best of 5 series to see who is the best all time, the man who wear the crown, best fighter here of EA Sports MMA on the live broadcast. Ricksta taking on Toyuka in the best of 5 series.
Absolutely. Both those guys look dominant all throughout the Rise to Greatness tournament. It's easy for me to say. Tonight, we're going to find out who is number 1, the top man in EA Sports MMA here on the live broadcast, PlayStation 3.
Both men sporting cuts on their face here in the final 50 seconds here of this fight.
Can somebody get a finish? Can somebody get a clean knockout?
Well, now you would think, or you would hope, that if somebody does stun his opponent, will they go for the finish?
You'd think, but you never can tell. You never know what you get. These guys jumped online from Facebook, from the EA Sports MMA Facebook page. They said they wanted to fight. We put a post out there. They responded. Here they are fighting here tonight. Duke in and out. It's been a battle for 3 rounds. Destruction in the black. Exoticskill with the pink hair. 20 seconds left to go, Fritz.
That's the reddest of red blood you see on the left cheek. Destruction.
I think he actually got a piece of that pie that was up in the break room earlier tonight.
I think he had about a dozen aspirin before this fight.
Thinning that blood a little bit?
Maybe.
I'm getting a clot. Touching the gloves to end the fight. I think it's the first time we've seen that here in the live broadcast. Just when you think you've seen it all, we're going to end the final second by touching gloves.
Yeah, you can see some of the highlights in that last round. Destruction with a couple knockdowns there against Exoticskill. Never finished him off, always allowed him to recover. See who gets the decision in this one.
Gentlemen, the winner by unanimous decision, the Stealth Bomber, George Stone.
Victory there for Destruction. Good matchup back and forth, but pretty solid showing there for Destruction. I think he had many an opportunity to finish this fight. He just chose to stand back and continue to show his power.
Yeah, Exoticskill actually only landed 1 less strike overall, but you can see on the judges' scorecards, all of them giving it to Destruction. In fact, the last judge giving a look at that. A 10-8, yeah. A 10-8 round. There's a 30-26 so overall on the card there. But just a good performance by Destruction. Lands 25% of his strikes, just back and forth. Exoticskill did get a couple of knockdowns, but he decided not to finish the fight. Destruction overall got a lot more knockdowns, allowed the fight to continue, and ends up getting the decision win. We'll move on to our next fight, lightweight division. And in this one, Mauler Jr. taking on catchin-duckers.
Catchin-duckers. Fritz, you got to say bye to T-Rex. T-Rex has got to head home. He's got to probably work tomorrow. He's got a family. He's got everything. Travis T-Rex Hill, the producer here at EA Sports MMA. He did a fantastic job. Thank you so much for everything, Travis.
Thanks, guys. Love you. And good luck to everybody. And thanks so much for all the players, man. Really appreciate it.
Forget everything you saw in the videos with Travis being a mean boss. He was awesome.
He was great.
John's out of here. John, thank you so much. Another integral part. John's one of the first guys that interviewed me when we came in here for the broadcasting positions.
I don't know what he saw, but God bless him for bringing it in.
Yes. T-Rex and John rolling out, both those guys, huge parts and making this game a reality. So thank you to both those guys. They got to head home. It's getting a little late for those guys. You got to head home. Got to get up for work in the morning. They have real jobs.
Absolutely. We're getting ready for this one. High health between these two guys. A couple of boxers getting ready to go out here to Mauler Jr. and catchin-duckers.
Mauler Jr. and catchin-duckers.
Right there, catchin-duckers.
There he is, catchin-duckers.
Sporting a nice, clean-shaven head.
Master red belt, too. Plenty of experience.
Ranked 37th all-time here.
And here we go, Mauler Jr. coming out next. He's got the red mohawk, the fighting hippie. It's a great name.
That's a lot of attention. Whoa!
What's going
I think that was a gypsy on his back.
Oh, man.
Look at the records between these two men. 1,500 wins for the hippie, over 970 for catching them all.
It's showtime. We thank you for joining us at the HP Pavilion. This fight is scheduled 3 rounds in the lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting, specializing in boxing, Bo Big Daddy Black.
That's catchin-duckers. He's actually got to over 2,000 victories on his main account. Red belt master.
And now,
He is chiseled.
introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, specializing in boxing, fighting out of Australia, the Giant Killer.
There's Mauler
Are you
Junior,
ready?
black belt
Are you
master,
ready?
1,500
Let's
wins.
get it on.
Here we go between these two.
The fighting hippie versus catchin-duckers.
Fighting hippie versus the Somalian warlord.
Yeah, catchin-duckers is his main account name, where he's a red belt master with 2,159 victories.
By the way, I've gotten word that they tattoo on the back of Mauler Jr. That is his mom. She travels with the circus. That's why she looks like that. She is, in fact, a gypsy.
Interesting. Very interesting. He's a colorful character, that's for sure. Mauler Jr. This is his second live broadcast, first live broadcast for catchin-duckers or Somalian warrior. Call him what you will.
Like I said, ranked 37th all time. Master red belt, like you said. Mauler Jr., he's a master black belt. He's ranked 140th.
Bottom line is both these guys have a ton of experience.
And both guys are very accomplished at this game.
Absolutely. Like we talked about, this is right about the 1-year anniversary here at the live broadcast. So that's 1 year of these guys having the game, getting to master the game. The growth we've seen in the players over this past year. Oh, big shot there.
Mauler Jr. stunned right here.
The growth and technical growth of these players has been amazing, though.
Yeah, absolutely. To see guys play the game more often and get so much better, and see the amount of skill in this, see all these guys get accomplished and the status where they're at, and you can see right there, big shot by Mauler Jr. Catchin-duckers get stunned. He refuses to go down as well.
He almost caught Duckers with a giant punch there right after he stunned him. Oh, look at that. Frank Triggs in the house.
Oh!
Frank Triggs in the house.
Good buddy Frank Trigg coming over here, maybe?
Let's see if we get Trigg in the studio here.
Oh, a little
Plug some headphones
special
in.
announcer. All right. Frank Trigg joining us
Old friend
again.
of Nick Lang. Frank Triggs in the house. He's here for an XFC event taking place Friday night here in Orlando at the UCF Arena.
I think you got to turn his monitor on over there.
Oh, yeah.
That's all right. I can cheat.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't think this monitor works. Since you last left us, Frank, we had to do a budget cut on monitors.
I can't imagine why EA would have to do any kind of budget cut, seeing how that what just came out? Oh, FIFA. And then what was the other thing? Oh, man. Oh, Madden. Oh, yeah. All that crap that makes all the money just came out. All the stuff that budgets everything else just came out.
Absolutely.
Now, Frank, you're missing out because we want to be in the chat room. I mean, guys are in there right now at easportsmma.com. We're giving away some stuff tonight. We've got a Mixed Martial Arts for Dummies book autographed by Frank Shamrock.
Yeah, for dummies should be signed by Frank Shamrock.
Should be signed by Frank Shamrock.
An autographed Kung Lee shirt. Got some Strike Force gear, some stuff from Middle Easy as well.
Well, all that, but Middle East is the only thing that's actually worth anything, to be honest with you. Everything else is just crap. I'm just saying. Who's this white dude? Because he's getting his ass handed to him
That's
again.
Mauler Jr. right
That is
there.
Mauler Jr. He's the fighting hippie, Frank. That's his nickname, the fighting hippie.
You know, the one thing about the hippie generation is that they lost.
Yeah, they're not fighters either.
No,
they weren't
no, they're
generally
not.
considered big
A lot
fighters.
of pot smokers.
I don't know if that's a good sign if you want to say you're a fighting hippie.
Who's he fighting?
That is catchin-duckers, or the Somalian warlord.
Yes.
Yeah, the Somalian warlord is about to get Sema's back, but he's actually winning this fight. If he can get back in the full guard.
look at that.
Out there.
He got mounted. He sucks. What the hell?
I think maybe Mauler Jr. heard you talking, Trigg, and he said, "Oh my God, Frank Trigg's watching. I gotta pick things up here."
That's a great mohawk. Would prefer it to be green as opposed to red, but it matches his gloves, so I have to give him a quality on. Wow, getting rolled over.
Have you ever had a mohawk yourself?
I have, actually. I grew up with a mohawk. I actually had the Chuck Liddell long before Chuck Liddell was famous.
Oh,
Nice.
And couldn't wear it again after he became famous because I don't look at it as good as he does.
no. Did you ever paint it green?
You know what? I did not. Back when I had a mohawk, it wasn't cool to dye anything.
Okay.
Let alone
Wow.
your hair.
So you're like a punk rock kid back in the day, Trig?
No. I was always an East Coast hardcore rapper.
Okay.
Always, yeah. I was cool with DMX long before he was even DMX.
Nice.
By the way, catchin-duckers, he is bleeding a ton right here, and it's all over his opponent.
He is indeed bleeding.
Great ass kicking. He's just getting. Okay, hold on. How bad can I get into 7 deadly sins words? Can I get into
That's a good question. 'cause
That's a question for Nick Lang. I imagine they want us to keep it kind of broadcast quality, kind of imagine like it's Friday night HD net.
But this is our final broadcast, too, so...
We can't technically get kicked off the internet, but I believe EA would prefer us to keep it clean.
Hey, Nick, how George Carlin can I go on to this whole broadcast? Because I got a lot of words I want to say. I want to make sure. Really? I'm getting waved off by your 14th assistant. He's waving me off. Really?
Nick Lang.
I got waved off. My college roommate, PG-13. Really?
Preston says,
No.
please.
My
keep it PG-13.
youngest kid is 15. Like I can't even deal with that.
Frank, you missed it earlier. You should have gotten here when we had the big potluck dinner.
Oh, yeah, you
What'd
could have
you-
gotten fat with the rest of us, eating cookies and
what-
buffalo chicken dip and wing.
What'd you have? I'm a little upset
Wings
now.
and pizza. And
There's a lot of beer. There was a lot of beer.
I had some grouper. I had wine though with them.
we had a bottle of wine. It just took us forever to be able to open it.
10 seconds to go here in round number 2. Anybody's fight at this point.
Dude, it's really close. We were talking a lot of junk in this whole fight, but it's really close. I got to be honest with you. I'm not. Usually by this time the fight's kind of over, so I was kind of like going to talk my whole way through this whole match, and the
Yeah.
fight's done. But it's actually really close.
Well, you would have gotten ticked off during our first fight, which is good. But every time the guy knocked the other guy down, he let him back up.
He would just back
off.
up. He could have finished him about 6 times.
Yeah.
Do you not understand the controller?
Would you ever do that in a fight?
It depends on how bad. There's a lot of fights I go back on and I look at. I go, you know what? I should let that guy back up because I got submitted or the fight continued a lot longer than it should have. Great ring card girl. I have to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Ring card girls, absolutely. Even ringside
Are
and then
you
the
ready?
game, they're
Are
equally
you
as
ready?
impressive.
Their job is very
Let's get it
important.
on.
We'd have no idea what ring it was, what round it was if they weren't there.
Have you ever felt bad for how bad you've hurt somebody when you knocked them out?
I absolutely positively did. The one time I fought Jason Miller and I beat the living crap out of him, I really thought, I thought that he was bleeding from every orifice on his body, plus the 7 more opened up on his face. I really thought that I hurt him for a long term. The next day I saw him afterwards at the pool side at the hotel. The next day he was totally fine. He had like 24 stitches, different spots in his face, but he's totally fine.
That was Hawaii, right? That was in Hawaii?
Yeah, it was. Yep, Icon with TJ Thompson, who's now with Pro Elite.
Yes.
That's on Asianet.
Oh, you're getting
Thank
shout-outs
you.
now from
I'm getting
people in
shout-outs
the,
and stuff.
the
Like-
chat room from Destroyer?
Really?
Destroyer D27 giving you a shout-out.
Is that my son, Frankie? What? I mean, because no one else likes me but my family. I can't imagine anybody else saying a shout out to me.
Now, Trig, you don't feel bad about that guy you told us a story about last time? I believe it was it in Israel? Was it Israel?
Oh yeah, no.
Where you broke his jaw, then you pushed it, you punched him again, you set the jawline.
On the side of his face. Yeah, I don't feel bad at all.
I can't even imagine that.
I got paid. I don't really care. I'm kind of a pimp. No, not really. I'm kind of a prostitute. My manager's more of a pimp. I just kind of take what he gives me. I work with it. I battle it. I make stuff work, and I make it happen, and I win or I lose, but I still get paid. That's kind of how it works. You know, it's honestly all fighters at the end of the day are all about getting paid as much as they can.
Absolutely.
Pretty much.
What they do.
And this week you're here in Orlando, where we're based at for the XFC card that's going to be live on HDNet on Friday night, and you don't have to beat anybody up for this. You just get to sit behind a microphone and talk.
Yeah, I get beat up though. Michael Chavella, the voice, is actually gonna beat me up during this whole broadcast.
Oh, it's Chevelle doing it with you.
Yeah, I have a great sport coat with a pink shirt and a pink tie and a pink handkerchief because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Right.
Perfect.
That's my thing. Next month I'll have a big mustache because November. It's just kind of what I do. Prostate next month, breast cancer this month. You know, take care of the men, take care of the women. You know,
Sure.
keep it together. But Chevelle's gonna pick on me because it's really pink. It's like really rainbow, flip going down the street on fire kind of pink.
Only
What's
Frank
happening.
Trigg could do it. We're watching Mauler Jr., the fighting hippie. He is in the red gloves. You got the Somalian warrior catchin-duckers. He's in the blue gloves.
He kind of looks like he's kind of ginger like Nick Lang. That's a little strange.
Mauler Junior with his red mohawk.
Yeah.
He's had a pretty good showing. He was getting beat up pretty bad in the first round, but he's come back.
He's got a ridiculous tattoo on his back as well.
I think it's his mother. She's a gypsy.
You shouldn't insult the man's mother.
Don't insult the gypsies. They were still your babies.
Gypsies will do awful things to you. I've seen it in movies, at least.
You like dogs?
Huh? She travels with the circus.
Wow. There's nothing better than traveling with the circus and a bearded lady.
Back and forth fight. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the third and final round between these two guys. Still to come later tonight, too, Fritz. We've got the culmination of the rise to greatness.
Big shot right there by Mauler Jr. Got him stunned. Big takedown there. Catchin-duckers on his back.
Immediately passes side control.
Sit up. A little more space. Get your hips in a little tighter. Sit up.
Duckers on the ground. He needs to shoot that underhook, try and get back to his feet.
Not taking anything away from Mauler Jr., but this is a little bit of a surprise as we're looking at the rankings. And Catchin-duckers ranked 37th. He's a master red belt.
A lot of experience in the game. He's got 2,159 victories.
Don't let him up.
You can go online this weekend. You can play 10 times experience points are in effect. That's through Monday, October 24th. You can go out there and get a belt. Then after that, it will be back at 4 times XP. But for the next few days, 10 times XP available by playing the game online.
Frank Trigg, special surprise guest here in the studio tonight. The final broadcast of EA Sports MMA.
Surprise to everybody. We found out just a few minutes before you came in.
I actually was in my hotel room. Had to go up at the JW Marriott, put some pants on. I was downstairs in the very nice hotel they had down there. The very, very nice steak bar. And actually, it was an Italian restaurant. It served steak. That's what I got. And I had no pants on. They made me go upstairs and put pants back on. Hey, I'm like, what? I have a shirt on.
In Orlando? That's kind of surprising, actually.
Have you ever seen a sign that says "No pants, no service"?
No.
I had a shirt on. I had shoes on. I was totally fine.
But they had to serve you.
Yep, and they said, "Hey, look, you have no pants on. Put them on." And I don't wear underwear, so it's even more awkward.
Oh, Jesus.
I was
Sir.
I was just, doing my favors for all the old women during college.
There you go. Well, my neighbors find it kind of weird when I walk the dog and I'm in my boxers. So.
That's great.
The hell's wrong with you, man?
What I'm saying is a joke. What you're saying is serious.
That is true. That is very true.
That weird guy from the third house down on the left, he's out there in his underwear.
There you
the
go.
dog.
There's that guy again.
What are you, the Smiths? Yeah. What kind of car do you drive? We drive a Silverado. Oh, you're the guy in the boxers. Yeah, that's
me. I'm too lazy. I don't want to
That's
get
my
dressed.
uncle.
Just taking the dog out for a walk for a couple of minutes.
10 seconds left to go here in this fight. It's really anybody's matchup. Mauler Jr. and Catchin-duckers. Who are the judges going to see this one for? That's the big question here. It's hard to say.
This one's close. Get a couple hits right now.
This will go to the judges.
Both guys were really, really aggressive the last 15 seconds, but they didn't hit anything. And that's the big deal, is that in these video games, especially when it comes to the last little bit, you got to hit something. Whether even it's just a tap on his hands where he's guarding up, it's really going to go a long way to the judges to kind of sway them at the last couple seconds.
Oh, we got one more round?
I
lost count of rounds. See, thank God
that
ring girl was
She
there.
saved us.
God, Trigg, you see, you were just talking about how important they were. Somehow, I thought we were in round number 3.
Me too.
That was round number 2.
Nick, there's not enough beer in here. Can you please bring us some more wine, some more vodka, some more beer?
Are you ready?
Because we just missed a complete entire round. Please educate my friend on how it is to be with the EA Sports people.
So
Where's Dale? Where's Dale?
So there's a 2 between 1 and 3. I had no idea.
I missed that whole thing.
We got tied up in our good conversation
Thank
with
God.
Frank.
Yeah, thank God for that ring
I guess
guard.
giving good conversation is a lot better than giving good face.
Yes.
Isn't that the
Indeed
Madonna
it is.
song? Is that what Madonna said?
Yeah, something like that. Hey, she's doing halftime of the Super Bowl.
Oh, Jesus.
Please. I love
We
her.
don't need to see that.
Dude, I don't care how old she is. She's still amazing. You can be 157 years old and still look that hot. I don't care.
Yeah?
Madonna's amazing.
That's because she drinks that water that costs like $8 a bottle.
I'm just going to say.
$8 a bottle?
$8 a bottle?
And she uses the
can
makeup
afford it.
that costs $80 an ounce, and she uses that. Her daughter's using clothing now that's like $80 a yard, and everything she does is just way over the top, and we all want to be a part of it.
I'm just saying, this is the first time I believe she's going to be appearing in HD, so just be careful when you turn it on.
No,
I won't be
please.
careful. When it starts looking ugly, I close my eyes. Like I did all the time when I was younger. Just close my eyes.
As did the rest of us. Catchin-duckers in the blue gloves. You got the battling hippie. Is that the fighting hippie? The fighting hippie.
Fighting hippie.
maulerjunior in the red gloves with the red mohawk.
And see, I can't tell what is the difference between fighting hippie comes his midsection, if that's a tattoo or if that's the part that's been bruised up from the body shots he's taken.
Really, he's got to keep it. The fighting hippie's got to keep his hands up just a little bit more. The reason why he's kind of on the ropes when his fight's so close is because his hands are down just enough to be around his chest. He's getting caught in the gut. He's getting caught in the head anytime he gets thrown at.
See the body damage he has taken. You got catchin-duckers happy to pick away at that body. Trig, how do you feel about all the dyed hair you see nowadays? I know it's supposed to be kind of like, whoa, big shot!
Wow!
Catchin-duckers
hurt. Take his back! Take his back! Don't let him up! Don't let him up!
What is going on here tonight?
Dude, that's just absolutely simpleton. You let a guy up like that.
Is that disrespectful in the fight?
Disrespectful. Lets him back in the fight. Who cares about respect?
Yeah, finish the fight, go home, get your money.
You just lost $50,000. That was a $50,000 mistake right there.
That's why he's a hippie, I guess. He doesn't care about money.
Cares about rolling papers.
He just wants a poncho.
He just wants a pair of Birkenstocks.
Birkenstocks, a poncho, some rolling papers.
Maybe
German
a
Shepherds with a bad mange. And
tweed jacket.
A tweed jacket with elbow patches. Oh, I wish I had one.
And a corn cob pipe.
Trig, I was asking about the dyed hair because you see it so much nowadays. It's like anti-authority. It's a pain in the ass to dye your hair. You got to go to the beauty salon.
I paint my toenails, so I'm not really concerned with dyed hair. Like,
oh, big shot right there by Duckers.
You could have finished this fight earlier. Now you're in hurt. Now you're in trouble.
Duckers is trying to get at him. He just can't connect at this point. Catching a bunch of air.
Got to run at the man when he's stunned. He's just pecking away at him.
Leg kicks, body kicks.
And look at Mauler Jr. comes back with a couple big shots. No defense by either man. Just sticking your chin out.
Going at it, just going back and forth.
I love my broadcast partner, Michael Chevelle, always says their chin's a little bit too high. These guys don't have the ability to keep their chin down at this point.
Yeah.
Like a Ricardo or Rona. Rona would walk around with his chin out. He'd like begging.
You. Yeah, begging you to hit him in the face. The one thing I hate about playing this game is that all I want to do is get off and drink more Rockstar. I'm kind of upset. I don't have one in my hand right now, actually.
Nick Lang might go check that special secret EA fridge, see if we got any Rockstar in there.
There's nothing secret about it. Sorry, I have a new Chewbacca ringtone.
Oh, nice.
It's hold on a second, it's my wife. She'll love this one. Hey, I'm actually on live right now.
Frank Trigg
with the entire
conversating
entire world
with Mrs. Frank Trigg.
Can I call you back in a minute?
On the phone. As we watch the live fight between Mauler Jr. and Catchin-duckers.
She was like, what are you talking about?
She was like, oh, I thought you were doing a fight. I'm like, no, it's an online fight with EA. Don't ask questions. When I would say EA, I could say anything.
Yeah.
And like either EA or Nick Lang, I kind of have a pass.
Yeah, it's
nice.
cool.
Oh my gosh, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm at EA right now with Nick Lang. Totally fine, you're okay. What are you doing? I'm blowing up with EA and Nick Lang. Oh, you're totally fine. It just lets me out of the gamut.
That sounds like an old buddy of ours who we come to find out after years.
How you start a whole conversation with a lie? You have no buddy.
Yeah, well, he used to always use us as an excuse with his wife because we hung out with him, and we'd find out later on, like you said, oh, I was hanging out with these guys, and you know.
She asked. I told her we were together quite a few times. So just roll with it.
Yeah. Just tell her that we were hanging out, and I had a little too much to drink, and I didn't want to drive, so we just slept in the woods.
He did say that once. We slept in the woods. 20 seconds left. This is really the third and final round here.
Are you
so
sure?
we will finally go to the judges because nobody's going to finish this fight at this point.
Nobody wants to finish fights in this broadcast so far.
Somebody's going to win. Somebody's going to lose. We don't know who it's going to be. But it's going to be found out in a moment.
It's going to be the guy without the full head of hair.
Big shot right there.
Wow, right there at the end.
Could that be enough to take the fight there for Catchin-duckers? That's going to be the question.
That big right hand right there to end things, and you saw that knockdown earlier on in the round from Mauler Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by split decision, Bo Big Daddy Black.
Catchin-duckers
Gets the victory there, and like you said, Trig, Muller Jr. had a chance to finish, and he foolishly backed off and let his opponent get back up.
And guess what? Now you get to go home, eat popcorn, and cry in your milk, or orange juice, or vodka and tonic, or whatever you prefer to drink when you lose.
You look at the numbers here, and they landed almost identical amount of strikes, but Catchin-duckers actually threw about 270 more strikes overall. He wins by 2 of the 3 judges here.
Yeah, nice win there by Catchin-duckers. Kind of a back-and-forth fight, but he gets the win. Mauler Jr., he could have finished that fight earlier. He chose not to, and ended up costing him in the end.
Yeah, and Catchin-duckers, he was just the more active guy. He actually landed just only a couple more strikes, but he was a lot more active in that fight, and he ends up getting the split decision. So we'll go to our third and final fight here on this part of the live broadcast as we have Sean Anthony, TKO all day, taking on Jaja.
TKO all day and Jaja. TKO all day is the red belt master. Jaja himself, he's a black belt master. So both these guys, very experienced in the game. I mean, you look at TKO all day, he's got almost 1,600 victories under his belt. Jaja, nothing to sneeze at, with almost 700.
We'll take a look at these two guys right here, and pretty high health for both of them. Jaja is a little bit higher, and good stand-up between everybody. Submission skills a lot more higher, though, when it comes to Jaja, who's using Gegard Mousasi as his fighter.
Absolutely. He uses Mousasi. Mousasi, a very well-rounded fighter, so he's got a lot of different options. Does Jaja. TKO all day. It looks like he's probably going to be more of a stand-up fighter. If he gets it to the ground, it'll be more of a ground-and-pound type situation as opposed to the submission.
I'm sorry, guys, but I have to ask. Both of you are wearing our matching jeans, matching shirts. Are you wearing matching underwear, too?
I don't know what
I
he's
haven't checked that part yet.
I haven't checked what he's wearing.
Okay. Whatever you guys say on the air. Okay.
He was the best man at my wedding.
They like us to look uniform here at the broadcast, unlike you and Chavello.
I never understood that. I know. I look like a gentleman and a classy man, and he looks like a Australian. It pretty much out-talks me every time I'm on the air.
Yeah, but nobody can out-talk that guy.
In case anybody's wondering, I'm drinking a very delicious green bottle of beer right now.
Thank you to Nick Lang for bringing that in. You see the numbers, Jaja, like I said, he's got over 1,000 fights now.
It's
I love this guy, Jimmy Lennon Jr. One of the best in business, in reality, not just in virtual.
Jimmy Lennon Jr. is great.
Pavilion. This fight is scheduled 3 rounds.
Nick Lang told me I could bail anytime I wanted to, but I told him, EFF off because I am here. I'm going to go ahead and continue sitting in this chair because it's comfortable.
Absolutely.
Discipline of kickboxing,
That
fighting
makes
out of
Graham Mousasi. I love him.
Gegard Mousasi.
That is Jaja.
And now,
Jaja.
introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, trained in the discipline of boxing, fighting out of the United States, the People's Champion.
It's TKO all day.
Are you ready?
Why is it that so many people
ready?
have the nickname the People's
Let's get
Champion?
it on.
They like that name. They like the people.
Yeah, but the people don't like them. That's the deal. Forgive me because I just walked in there. What platform is this on?
This is PlayStation 3 here.
Wow, I'm a not that platform kind of guy, but I gotta be honest with you, I'm kind of impressed by the graphics on this platform.
I love the PlayStation 3. I think it's a beautiful machine. I love watching Blu-rays on the thing. Very enjoyable.
I'm an Apple TV kind of Netflix kind of guy.
You see Jaja there using Mousasi. That's the black trunks. TK all day in the whites with the red gloves. TK all day, 1,558 wins of all time, 796 of those knockouts. First live broadcast experience for both guys here. That kind of changes things, Trig. Sometimes the guys get a little more nervous when they're in the live broadcast, being watched all over the world.
Yeah, man, I barely played last time I was on the broadcast. I played live a little. Oh, wow!
Big shots right there by Jaja.
Finish him now!
He's trying. He made the effort, that's for sure. Jaja's not going to hang out and wait for the guy to recover.
Oh, look at that nice little trip and gets in the guard.
Nice little sweep right there. Ends up on top now. Because believe me, when you get knocked down, getting back on top gives you a lot of time to recover, whether it's virtual or in actual reality. This is now. Anthony's in perfect position. Wow, great job.
Right to side control. That's no easy case when you're playing Mousasi in the game, too, because he's got pretty good ground control.
M with a FUD. I'm at a G. I'm kind of a P, but it's all right. Sometimes I'm a Z. It just kind of depends on who you're talking to. But thank you. Appreciate
Getting all kinds of shout-outs from people in the chat room. If you're not already in there, head in EASportsMMA.com in the chat room. Preston's hanging out. Giving away free stuff tonight. We've got like Strikeforce clothing pack, copies of the EA Sports MMA video game, a copy of Mixed Martial Arts for Dummies, autographed by Frank Shamrock. Don't know if we still have the autographed Kung Lee shirt that might have already been given away. But lots of great stuff given away tonight in the chat room.
I'm going to see if Trig will let us give away his empty beer bottle when he's done drinking it tonight.
Ooh.
Yep, I'll give you an empty beer bottle. Anything else you want me to sign? You know me. I'll give anything away for EA Sports. Because I'll give you away $10 of stuff, and I'm going to get $55 worth of stuff in the store downstairs on the way out.
Exactly. Give Nick your little list at Christmas time. He'll get you all set up.
Nick. I give it to Jessica. Screw Nick. Nick screws everything up.
Jessica does
give it to the real person that gets everything done right.
You see TK all day back to his feet. He's in the whites. Jaja Musasi in the black.
Now you can see TKO is being a little bit more active after that knockout.
Yeah, these guys are looking for the finish this time around. They're not going to wait around. If they get their opponent stunned, they're going to look to finish the fight.
So the first two fights here on the live broadcast so far, man, we've seen both guys where they've allowed their opponents to get back up, and it looks like these guys hopefully will not let that happen.
You got to have the programmers actually understand the game a little bit better than I do, but from a guy that plays it and understands real mixed martial arts, the one thing I understand in reality and then also on the video games, the more aggressive you are, the more you stay in a guy's face, inside of his pocket, hitting him all the time, the better you're going to be. If you want to recover, it's actually better to recover hitting a guy.
Oh, he's out!
Knock him down!
TKO all day, living up to the name.
High kick knockout. Just one big kick right to the skull and put him to sleep.
That's what I was saying. If you're more aggressive, you might actually win a fight, TKO a guy. But
look at this shot. Just connects flush with that right kick. Bam!
He went stiff. Look at his arms. Arms straight down. Boom. Legs up in the air.
He looked like Don Beebe from the '84 Buffalo Bills.
Yes, he did.
Jeez.
Is there anything more satisfying than knockout like that, Trig?
I gotta be honest with you. I want to find three other things, but they're none. That's it.
Big win there by TKO all day with a big, straight, clean knockout over Jaja here tonight.
Yeah, he got knocked down earlier in that round, but he was able to survive what looked like he was not going to be able to come back from that, but he survived. He got back on top, gets up on his feet, ends up getting that vicious knockout. You look at the numbers here. Jaja actually landed 23 more strikes, but it came down to that big shot at the end by TKO all day. Just connected flush with that big right kick to the side of the face.
Yeah, it's all about that one big shot, man. And TKO all day nailed it. A big kick to the head and put him to sleep. Big victory there. And Fritz, we still have a lot to go here on the broadcast. Trig, we're going to have the culmination of the Rise to Greatness here tonight. It's going to decide who is the absolute best player here on the live broadcast, the continuation of the long tournament we've been doing.
Yeah, we'll be doing that coming up here, the best of 5 series. On this card, Destruction gets a unanimous decision over Exoticskill. We see catchin-duckers. He got a split decision win over Mauler Junior. And then the big knockout there, TKO all day, beating Jaja in the third fight. So plenty more to come here on the live broadcast. Frank, thanks for coming out here.
You can hang out if you want.
Yeah,
keep hanging if you want. If you want to go drink some beers,
I got to drink a beer. I got to take a bathroom break, and then I'll be back.
So Frank Trigg is going to be hanging out. Hope you're hanging out with us as well. Plenty more to come here on the live broadcast of EA Sports MMA.
Hey everybody, Rocky Rivera here. Just wanted to say thanks. We put our hearts and souls into the game, and you guys have done the same in the community. We really appreciate it, and hope you have a great time in this last live event.
Stan Beacons, engineer on EA Sports MMA. Thanks for playing. Thanks for tuning in for the live broadcast. Hope you had as much fun playing as I did making it.
This is Jason Barnes. Wanted to thank the EA Sports MMA community for an awesome year of live broadcast. We could not be more proud of our game and our cage fights, the knockouts, the submissions, the occasional decision. We love the enthusiasm you guys showed for our game. We appreciate it. Good luck out there in the cage fights. Talk to you soon.
Hi, I'm Dale Jackson, executive producer for EA Sports MMA. I just want to say thanks to everyone who showed up, and hope you've enjoyed the game as much as we enjoyed making it for you. Definitely a labor of love. A lot of MMA fans here and a lot of people who love the game and love playing it with you. Thanks a lot.